Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Meridy here, and today I am here with our June 2025 unboxing of our Sunny Escapes Limitless kit and Essentials kit and all the different things that we've got this month. So I am going to start with our Limitless kit, which is the kit that comes with all the paper, and this is our Sunny Escapes Limitless kit here, and I'm going to start out with the papers. Ooh, the first paper is from the Simple Stories line called Happy Travels, and it's their new summer line, and this paper is called Round Trip. And the A side is this awesome sunburst pattern. The B side is tone-on-tone geotags with little tiny hearts and stars in the circle part of the geotag. Okay. Our next paper is from Paper Rose, and I love Paper Rose papers because there's a lot of good like neutral papers in their designs, and I just love them. So this one is from the Rustic Spring Basics, and this is paper E, and it's just got a little bit of a yellow underneath this distressed wood, and the back is like yellow floral, but I really like this distressed wood with a little bit of the yellow showing through. And next we have another paper. This one is from Photoplay's Travelog line called Pack Your Bags. Oh, the line is called Travelog. The paper is called Pack Your Bags. So it looks almost like the airport, like flight information boards on one side with a bunch of little airplanes on the other side. And I liked the black that it really helped. It really pops in this kit. Next, we have a paper from the 49 in Market Vicky Bouton collection. Okay, guys, this is a little bit of a confusing piece right here. So this is from the 49 in Market Vicky Bouton collection called the Flower Emporium, and this paper is called Staples Paper 4. Okay, so it's yellow tone-on-tone on one side and orange grid on the other. And I ordered this, I am not even kidding you, like immediately the first day that retailers could order this. And I ordered plenty for all of our kits, and no big deal until we got our box, and our box only had half of the papers in it. And so still not a big deal, you would think. I reached back out to our supplier and it was gone, completely sold out to everyone, which is, as you may have noticed recently, there is a lot of supply not equaling demand for a lot of paper lines, and no one knows what to expect. As you might have seen with all of the final American craft lines, there was papers missing and items missing, and then suddenly those all showed up, and it's kind of hard right now in our industry to really depend on anything if you don't get it immediately, because I don't know why. So we got half the papers and not the other half, and then what are we gonna do? We didn't know. So we found a similar looking paper from Graphic 45. I actually do not have it yet because it is shipping right now to us. It is a little bit of an more orangey color than this, and it has little bubbles like under the sea on one side. And the other side, I believe, is just another shade of that same like orangish yellow color with just a subtler pattern. So part of you are gonna get this paper and part of you are gonna get the Graphic 45 paper. And we are trying our best. If you get a kit and a paper add-on, we're trying our best to make sure that they both have the same yellow paper in them. So if you subscribe to the kit and you subscribe to the paper add-on, for sure you're gonna get the same piece of paper. I'm 99% sure. But if you are just ordering the paper add-on as an add-on or buying the kit from the store and not subscribing, we can't guarantee it. Paula is trying her hardest. As you can imagine, it's very confusing having to check if an order has a kit and a paper add-on and trying to match those and make sure that we have enough. I mean, because we only have a limited number, especially of this paper, and we can't get any more. So some of you are gonna get this paper, some of you are gonna get a slightly different shade of yellowish orange paper, but it's more like this shade of yellow. So I promise you that it's all going to match. It's all going to coordinate, and I'm sorry. And maybe you'll get lucky and your kit will have one piece and the add-on will have another piece, and then you'll get the best of both worlds there. That's what I would think. But okay, so I had to just explain that. And really, we even tried to return these since we didn't get them all and they wouldn't take them back, and we really did not have much of another choice other than to find a very similar piece of paper and go with that. So moving on a happier note, we also have this piece from Simple Stories Happy Travels, and it's the stamp motif. It's called Good Times, this paper, and the back is just tone-on-tone arrows, but I love the stamps, as you will see with another thing that's coming up in my video. Another paper that we have here is, let's see, got a lot. The Photoplays Relax line, and this is, or Photoplays Salt and Sea, and this paper is called Relax. So it's cut apart tags on one side and this awesome orange, like tropical paper on the other. But you guys, we went with the tropical vibe on some of these papers here and the travel vibe, but trying to not have a lot of pink in here. So this is like a light peachy pink kind of, and there's a little bit of pink in here and a couple of tags that have some pink. But other than that, I think we did a really good job at staying more gender neutral, not so pink. So next we have another piece of paper from that same Photoplay Salt and Sea line, and this one's called Summer Fun, and it's just diagonal stripes, and there are about a couple teeny tiny pink stripes in here. But I don't think that it's bad, and it matches like so great with all of these other papers, even though they're all from different lines. And the back of this is little tiny yellow polka dots. Okay, I'm gonna leave that side up for now. Next, we have another paper from the Simple Stories Happy Travels line, and this one is called the 2x2 and the 4x4 Elements, and it's just like a striped kind of plaid texture on one side and cut aparts on the other side that are all having to do cameras, cars, vacation, travel, life is short, the world is wide, let's get exploring and making memories, Rome, on our way, sorry I'm not available to take your call right now, take me far, far away, vacation mode. So it's just all that, but if you don't like those, the back is awesome too. And finally, we have another piece from the Vicki Boutin 49 and Market Vicki Boutin collection called The Flower Emporium, and this one is called Starters Paper number 6. And we did get all of these, so everyone will get this paper. I did not mainly choose it for this side, although it does match with the blues and the greens, but it's amazing on the other side. So those are the 9 papers that come in this month's kit. And now I'm going to jump into the embellishments that come in this month's kit, because I believe there are 5 embellishments. So there is the Photoplay Salt and Sea line sticker sheet. So that's, these 2 papers are from this line, okay? But it also matches this paper so well and this paper so well. It matches across the board. Okay, and it's a lot of beachy vibe in this, but the whole kit is not beachy vibe. The whole kit is more of like a summery escape travel-y vibe more than just beachy. Next, we've got these little tiny charms. I'm not even gonna open it up because it's just gonna crinkle a lot. They're little tiny palm trees in 5 different colors. They're little metal charms. And I picked colors that were in the kit, so of course they match all the papers nicely. Next, we've got this Luna Alphabets puffy stickers from Bella Boulevard. The color is Bell Pepper. So those look great with all of these items. And then we have a pack of Simple Stories foam stickers. They're called Happy Travels. That's the line, which is this line right here that a couple of these papers are from. So we've got the foam sticker pack. So there's 2. There's this one with all these words: traveler, nothing but good times, exploring places, people, adventures, vacay, Rome, some numbers, little phrases, some little icons. And then we also have the second sheet, which I'm just gonna put the paper under it so it's a little easier to read here. Road trip, journey, where to, places we go, things we do, people we love, our little getaway, unplug, relax and enjoy, yay, discover, travel is my therapy and I need lots, getaway, here and there, and then some little icons. So there's that foam sticker pack right there. And then we have, let's see, these little seashells. are also one of the embellishments. There are 18 of them. There's 6 in each color, and there's 3 different colors. So there's a gray shade that just kind of looks like seashell-y color, and I kind of liked it because it's a little neutral. And then this like seafoam green shade, which matches pretty much across the board. And then this yellow shade, which also matches pretty much across the board, all the papers and stuff. So there's 18 pieces of that, 6 of each color. And then finally, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th embellishment, 1, 2. Yeah, this is the 6th embellishment, is this Distress Oxide Uncharted Mariner Distress Oxide spray. And I love these sprays. I love splattering them. I like using them almost like a watercolor. I'm sure I'll show you lots of ideas in my process videos this month, but the spray comes with the Limitless kit. So now that I've showed you all of the items in the Limitless kit, I'm gonna just pick up the embellishments and I'm going to show you what comes in our Essentials kit. So our Essentials kit is just kind of like a little add-on kit. It's no paper, or no 12 by 12 paper is ever in it. Sometimes there's a mini paper pad, but not this month. So there's no 12 by 12 papers in it, but it's just a set of embellishments that I picked out that I feel like really extend the life of your Limitless kit. So the first item in this kit is going to be this Photo Play Travelogue sticker sheet. And one of the papers, this one right here, is from this Photo Play Travelogue line. And I just thought the stickers looked great with this. It's a little less beachy, more travel-y vibe, but it still matches the colors, and you can still pull colors out of like every single sheet of paper to go with this. There's not any of the bright orange in there, but there's a lot of these other nice shades and a little more neutral. Okay, and next, this one's really I love this. I'm gonna move this over so this next one is easier to read. Okay, and it's gonna be the 49 in Market Vicky Bouton Puffy stickers from the Flower Emporium. So I'm gonna show you one sheet at a time. The first sheet, and I love that there's so many black phrases on this because I think it really pulls the black out of some of these papers, because there is black in some of these stickers and papers. So it will really pop. Wildflower, This Week, Photograph, Laughter, Sunshine, Remember, For the Record, Now, and you know, there's other colors too on here. And then the second page, just set it here because it's easier to read, says Bloom, From, Stop, Small, Flowers, Things, Good Day, Adventures, Dream Big, Hey You, Heart, Trust Your Heart. It says, I think you can mix and match all these words to make different phrases. So I just really liked the vibe of those with this kit, and I think the black will really pop with it. Next, we have a set of twill trim, and it's 2 yards, one yard of 2 different colors. And the colors are just, I'm not even gonna unwrap it because I'm obviously making a big mess here, but there's a navy blue and a teal green, and the navy blue is just a little bit thinner than the teal. And I picked the navy because of this, and it's in a couple of these other papers. Like there's some navy in this paper, some navy in this paper. So that's why I picked the navy. And then of course that teal color, that aqua, turquoise color just matches all the way across. Okay, next we have some little flat back pearls that are like, I'm not gonna open this because it's just gonna go everywhere. But you could see they've got like gold flakes in them and iridescent flakes. There's 10 each of both colors. So there's the same colors as the trim. There's the turquoise color and then the navy color. And of course, they just made me think of bright summery things, and I really like those. You need to use your own adhesive to put those on there. They don't have adhesive on the back. And then finally, we've got another little pack of embellishments from the Simple Stories Happy Travels line, the bits and pieces. There are 56 pieces in here. Okay, some of them, guys, are tiny little hearts and stuff, but they still count that as a piece, of course. But there's a lot of bigger, awesome pieces in here too. Let me see if I can kind of get these in my hand so I can show you. So you got a suitcase, a little car with luggage on top, travelogue, it says. These are tiny little guys, geotags, hearts, work safe, travel, repeat, Journey. It looks like a canceled stamp, some paper clips, little camera icon, stamps, some little airline, it looks like little airline wings, a star, an airplane with a cloud, some more canceled stamps, trip savings jar, bicycle for one great vacation, another little camera, so much out there, a taxi cab, more just little icons, traveling icons, a globe, a couple little flowers, not too many, a hot air balloon. This is cute. It looks like it's a Polaroid of downtown New York in a long time ago. Some maps, and one more floral. Rush, just kidding, you're on vacation. So all kinds of different little, a Stanley cup, all kinds of different little icons in there, okay? Good things come to those who get away, and it's girls on the beach. So I thought that, of course, that matched really well too. So those are the 5 pieces that are going to be in the essentials kit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, so that is both of our kits. And then I'm going to show you a few more things. If you are a subscriber to our kits, any of our kits, whether it's the Limitless, the essentials, the paper add-on, combination of those somehow, all of our subscribers get a free little gift every month. And this month, it's a little set of tickets. I'm gonna open these up and show you. Everyone's are gonna be different because they're not all the same. Okay, but I think it's about 13 or 14 pieces, and they're just little tickets that can look like ephemera on your layouts. And they match pretty well with the color scheme that is going on with this kit. Some of them say concert, some free drink, weekly pass, free entry, weekly pass, this Red Cross, but these are, again, concert. Everyone has a couple white ones in the bottom. And again, these are all gonna be different, and no one's gonna get the same exact coupons, but that's just an example. That's a pretty good example. They're all different colors, different sizes, and say different things on them. So all of our subscribers will each get one of those, and I will be incorporating those in my layouts during my process videos this month as well. They make great little layering pieces and little embellishments in embellishment clusters. Okay, next we have our sequin mix, and our Sunny Escapes sequin mix this month is filled with little tiny things. Okay, let me see if I can get this so you can see it. There are some ocean type stars and shells in there. There are also these like yellow and white checkered little hearts, along with lots of different kinds of sequins, and it matches the colors of the kit really well. So that's our sequin mix this month. Okay, our pearl mix this month, again, I tried to incorporate colors from the papers. I got a little bit of that navy blue color in there, some pinks, some yellows, some ombres. It goes really well with the kit this month. So that's our finishing touch Sunny Escapes Pearl Mix is what it's called on the website. And I'll link our website and all the important links in this video, in the description of this video. I include important links in the descriptions of all of my videos. Okay guys, this is random a little bit, but I love making sequin mixes. So when I was making this one, I just knew the 4th of July was coming up, and I really wanted to make a 4th of July sequin mix as well, even though we have nothing 4th of July really in the store this month. But I made this sequin mix called Red, White, and Boom. And it has little stars and little red, white, and blue popsicles and little confettis in there, and red, white, and blue, of course. And I just love it. It kind of coordinates with the hearts and flowers layouts I made this month, although I did not use it in my hearts and flowers video yet, or layouts yet, but I am still creating one more layout for that. So maybe I will use some of this on that very last layout. That might be a kind of a good idea. Of course, you don't have to get this exact one, but I think I'll use this for a little inspiration on that last one if you get the Hearts and Flowers class, which I'm going to talk more about in a few minutes. So moving on to some other embellishments that coordinate with this month's kit, let me show you. I think I'll show you our acrylics next and our paper cuts. I'm going to move these things out of the way so I can really set them out and you can see them nice and clearly on the gray backdrop of my work surface here. Okay, and I will start with the first acrylic, which says Beach Time, and it was designed by Paige Evans. It's very similar to the acrylic we had last month that said Summer, so I really like that one. I think I should put, I'll just set that up to the side. The next one is this little Sunny Escapes embellishment pack, and it comes with flip-flops, a beach ball, a coconut drink, and an ice cream cone. They all coordinate with this month's kit, like the colors. Paula did a great job at picking designs and colors as usual. She always matches them very well. Next is this little tag set. It's a set of palm trees and the word summer on these two little tags. Okay, next we have this trio of sunglasses that read Fun Times, and they come in pink, like a kind of like a pearlized white, and this teal blue color. So that comes as a pack. This comes as a pack, this comes as a pack, and this final one also comes as a pack of 4 geotags. Paula went with that geotag vibe that we had going in the kit, and there's 2 geotags say summer and 2 geotags have little suns on them. So those are the different acrylics this month. And then to kind of coordinate with this, Paula made one of our cuts is this coconut drink. It's not the exact same as this one, but it really coordinates well. So that's super cute. And then she picked another one, which is a sand castle. I love this, and I want to use it really bad. A sand castle, and then the final paper cut that's new this month is the word summer, summer, summer. And they kind of go at a diagonal like that. So those are our paper and acrylic cuts for this month. And next, I'm going to show you, I think I'm going to show you the mixed media that I pulled, but also because we have a brand new stamp set this month that coordinates with our Sunny Escapes kit, and I want to show you how that works like live with some ink. So I think I need to get the ink colors out and do our ink swatch, and then I will demonstrate the new stamp set that we have. It's brand new. It's not like an old one that we re-released or anything. It's totally brand new. So give me a moment and I will be right back with our mixed media colors that I think match this kit really well. Okay guys, I'm back here with my little color swatch, which this little card comes in your kit. It's a thank you card, and on the back there's a color swatch. So I'm just gonna write this kit's name, which is Sunny Escapes. And then I'm going to swatch colors using our Scribbles and Splatters stamp set. These have been restocked. A lot of you were able to pick it up on the restock. I apologize that they did sell out so quickly, but they're back, so that's good. I'm going to start with the color that is used the most in this kit, and I can't decide if it's yellow or orange, but I think, let's get all the colors out first. We have Wild Honey and Spiced Marmalade. This is a little more yellow, this is a little more orange in actuality. Antique Linen is some of this real light yellow color, almost is what the Antique Linen looks like. Saltwater Taffy, which that like light peachy vibe is in a few of these pieces of paper a little. And Tea Dye, which is kind of like orangey brown. We saw that in some of these things. Then we've got the Mowed Lawn color, the Speckled Egg, which is like that really light color. Just Uncharted Mariner, of course, is the same color as the Distress Oxide ink that comes with your kit. I mean, Mist Peacock Feathers, and of course this dark Blueprint Sketch, which is some of this blue in here. So I think the color that is probably the most prevalent in this kit is probably Spiced Marmalade, at least the way that I have my papers and things showing to me now. So I'm gonna put that as one of the big hexagons, okay, because there's a lot of spice marmalade. And there's also a lot of the yellow color, which I'm going to use this wild honey as the yellow color. I know it doesn't really look yellow right there, but you'll see when I stamp it that it is fairly yellow. It's like a golden yellow, see? Okay, and then there is like a medium amount, I would say, of mowed lawn for sure. So I'm gonna get, you know, the middle size hexagon for my stamps and stamp the mowed lawn in that. And then I usually don't include black on my color swatch because black is black. Like, I don't need to remember what shade of black ink I used, so I'm not gonna put any black on this. But this is probably a tiny bit of this color. I think the peacock feathers is probably another one that there's quite a bit of this darker teal, especially when we pull out more of the embellishments. So that's gonna go there. And then to me, this is very easy. There's just a tiny bit of the saltwater taffy and a tiny bit of the blueprint sketch. So I am going to make those go on my baby little hexagon. And I know I didn't use all 10 colors, but those are the 6 most prevalent colors in this kit. So in the future, if I am wanting to grab this kit and work on it and not just grab like 10 ink colors and tons of things out of my stash, I just want to grab a couple of things, I would probably grab these 6 colors. This color swatch is also going to help me pick out colors of coordinating cardstock for my kit, and you can use it to help pick out photos that have these colors in them. So yeah, the color swatch comes in really handy. And if you didn't get the kit and you don't have this thank you note and you want to make color swatches that, or want to try to pull colors, like if you don't have inks to stamp this, I do also make a virtual color swatch and put it in our Facebook group. So if you're not part of that Facebook group, you might want to join there, because I do put like a little color swatch. And I also put a picture of all the mixed media distress oxide inks and things that I think look really good with this kit. So that's in our Facebook group. Let me just write all the color names on here and I will be right back, because this color swatch isn't very helpful if I don't even remember what colors I used on them. So I'm gonna leave that right there. And then I also pulled some mists and things that I thought matched. I thought the Scattered Straw Distress Oxide matched as well. Of course, you guys already have the Uncharted Mariner in your kit. If you were able to get your hands on Mica Mist before it was discontinued, the Fresh Pear color looks really nice with this kit. The Speckled Egg Distress Oxide, of course I picked that ink color, so I really like that, just that light blue speckled egg. And then I pulled some various Nouveau drops. So Stone Drops, again, you're probably gonna want to pull these from your stash if you have them, because I believe that Stone Drops and Vintage Drops and things have been discontinued. But this Stone Drops, if you have it in your stash, is Mustard Jar. This one is Lady Liberty. This Vintage Drops is Peppermint Candy, it's called. And then I have a few Nouveau drops. This one is called Bubblegum Blush, Midnight Blue, and Dandelion Yellow. So guys, we have some of these things available on our website, some of these colors and whatnot, and some of them we don't because they've been discontinued. So this is what I think matches this kit really well. And there is a picture of this with all the names listed on our Facebook group. So you don't have to sit here and take notes. You can just go find that picture. Okay, getting back to, I'm gonna put this separate. Getting back to the inks and the stamps. So next I'm going to show you our stamp set this month, which I loved designing and I love it a lot. I'm really proud of it and I can't wait to use it. Keep in mind that there is a stamp piece of paper in here, and there was a few stamps in the sticker sheets as well this month. So our stamp set has a stampy vibe, like a postage stamp vibe. So this is the stamp set. It's 4x6, And I'm just going to show you how it doesn't look as exciting right now because it's not all mixed together and coordinated. So let me kind of show you how I envision using this stamp set. First of all, we've got lots of phrases and they can mix and match in many, many different ways. Some of the phrases that I thought of while I was designing it was boys of summer or girls of summer, because that's kind of like a cute phrase. And I am just going to use black ink with these colors to show you. Hold on. Okay, these are brand new stamps and I haven't conditioned them at all yet, so I'm gonna try to kind of condition them as I'm going along. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna put boys of summer, but I want to do the word summer first because I think it will be easier to place the other letters around the word summer. So I'm going to use the peacock feathers. If you don't like watching stamping and you don't like to stamp, you might want to just kind of fast forward through this section of this video. I'm gonna stamp summer a couple times, and for the sake of doing this quickly, I'm gonna use the same color ink because I don't want this to be super boring. Okay, but I'm gonna show you like all the ideas that I had of mixing and matching things as I was going. So I stamped summer, and then I'm gonna stamp, oops. Okay, so I've got the summer and the of stamped, and now I'm going to show you how these can all coordinate. The first phrases that I was thinking of when I designed this stamp set was boys of summer and girls of summer. So you could just kind of nestle the words together just like that to make different phrases. Another phrase you can make is summer vacation, because the word vacation is on here. And there is a photo in the listing of this on our website that shows like all different ways to mix and match the stamp set together. So you don't need to try to remember all of this in your head, because there's a whole like example on the website. And even when the stamp set sells out, we still leave the listing so that you can refer back to the picture. And then you can also type lazy days of summer, lazy summer vacation, lazy summertime. In this instance, I'm just doing a couple: summer vacation, boys of summer, and summertime. Oops, I forgot to condition that. That's okay. Okay, so you've got it that you can make a lot of different phrases using the phrase stamps there. But then this was like my exciting part of the stamp, the actual like stamp images of like postage stamp images. This is what my thoughts were. So there's different ones. There's an outline of a stamp, the filled in, a little square, and squiggly lines. And I'm just gonna do a couple of different varieties so you can see. You don't have to use all 4 of those on each image. I mean, you can, but I will show you. First, I'm just gonna do a couple of outlines. And guys, please remember, I'm going super fast on this. I'm not lining up my images very carefully. I'm not using like a stamp, like the Tim Holtz stamp thing to make sure everything is in the perfect place. So this is real quick. So if they're not lined up correctly, you know, I'm not really taking my time. This is just kind of to show you how it works. Okay. And you can come in here, and this is the stamped image. That is the stamp shape. Oh, you can see already, like I didn't line that up very well. But that's okay. That one's a little bit better. Okay, so you can fill it in with the solid image, or you don't need to fill it in with the solid image. This is the little tiny squiggly lines. And that can just go like that right in the middle. Oh, there's something on my stamp. I didn't clean this very well before I used it. Okay, then you've got a little solid square too. Let me show you. I'll put a solid square inside of this. Maybe with, I don't want to make it too dark because I want to be able to see what I'm going to put on top of it. Okay, so you get the idea. You can layer the various stamp images on top of each other. Okay, and then after you have those layered up, you can come in with these little tiny words. The different words say adventure, sun, beach, relax, and fun. And I personally am going to just use black ink for these. And stamp them right in there. I'm going to turn one on its side. I'm going to call this beach. I'm going to do this one sideways. I should have stamped it sideways, but I didn't. So that one's going to be going up and down really. And then we'll do fun. Okay, so we've got those. And then we've got these tiny little icons that also match it. So we've got sunshine rays, a beach umbrella, a little seashell, and some palm trees. Okay, and they obviously these can mix and match with everything. You know, you can use the different words with the different images with the different stamps. I just did those in green. I'm gonna do this sun. It looks like a sunrise or a sunset. I'm just gonna keep it black. Just because the background color is so dark on this. Okay, it probably would have looked better in yellow and overlapping the word fun. But again, you guys, I'm like not really thinking ahead right now. I'm just trying to do this so you can get an idea. Adventure. I'll do this with a different color here. Okay, so you've got some different ideas of how to do that. And then just in case you want any of these stamps to look like it's been a canceled stamp, there's a little tiny image of a canceled stamp here that says travel. And especially, I would want to do this like second generation, so do it really dark right there and really light right there. Oh, I should have even done it maybe 2 times over here. Okay, and then it looks like your stamp has been canceled. Okay, so that's the stamp set. I'm super excited for it. I'm really proud of it. We had a lot of fun designing it and picking out, you know, how to make it and trying to figure out as many good combinations that it can mix and match together as possible. And again, like I said, there is photos of this on the website in the listing of the stamp set. The third photo shows all kinds of ways to mix and match. Okay, so enough of this. I know I've probably bored you talking so much about the stamp set, but again, I truly love it. So let me get this picked up, and then I'm going to show you what pictures I plan on using in the month of July to make all my process videos. Okay guys, so I don't even know how many sets of pictures I grabbed. I think I grabbed way too many because again, I was not having a hard time matching pictures to this. So my first set of pictures is probably enough to make a double pager and or 2 single pagers. On the beach, of course, because there's a lot of things about beach in this kit, so I thought that worked well. And the pictures were like the perfect colors for this with the bright oranges, and then this picture just has all the colors in it. So I grabbed those, so that's probably good to make even a double pager or 2 single pagers. Then I grabbed these pictures of Erin, our design team, Erin. I got to meet her 2 summers ago, and I have yet to scrapbook the pictures. So I have 4 3x4 pictures of us. 2 of them are portrait orientation and 2 of them are landscape orientation. I just need to cut them apart. This is all of our kids, and this is us with our husbands in Florida. So I thought that was gonna be really fun to document that because I still haven't scrapbooked it. Then I have some pictures of my son climbing a rock wall because I didn't want to just focus on beach pictures because not everyone might have beach pictures. So I'm focusing more on color and vacation vibe in this one. So we were on vacation and he tried to do a little rock climbing wall. He didn't get very high, but he got high for what was high for him, which was only a couple feet off the ground. But he has some like he's scared of things like that. So he has some problems doing stuff like that. So it was a really big deal to him. Okay. Another set of pictures I have is myself, you guys, in a bathing suit. Yeah. From the back even. And sitting on the little paddleboard in the ocean in Florida. Yeah. I just thought the colors matched really well. And there I am in a bathing suit 2 summers ago for the whole internet to see now. So next I have another picture. This is of a set of pictures. This is from a staycation, and it's my husband and son playing ping pong out by the pool at a staycation. So again, it's not a beach picture. It's not even a vacation. It's just staycation pictures of paddleball, but the colors, or ping pong, I mean, but the colors match so nicely. Next, I have us at that same staycation. We had a little gazebo thing that we rented, and it's my son and his girlfriend and my husband and my other son, and then my 3 kids and my husband, and our little sign that it was reserved for us. The cabana was reserved for us. And again, you can't even see pictures of the water or anything on this, but I'm still using it with this kit because the colors went nicely. Next, I have two photos of my husband and my son swimming in our backyard in a little above ground little pool that we got last summer, I think. Yeah, last summer. So that's just swimming in the backyard. We're not even out of town at all. And then this one is my daughter on the boardwalk in San Diego. Of course, it totally fit the vibe of this kit. And finally, I picked these of my son eating ice cream in San Diego. We are on a trip in this, but there's a little pink in there. So I thought, you know, especially this paper that has a little bit of pink in it, it might be able to work with these. But I think that I picked way more than 8 sets of pictures. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I have 9 sets of pictures here. So I probably won't scrapbook all of these in process videos on YouTube, because as the months have gone by that I've been doing process videos with our kits, 8 is usually my good limit. And then I'm pretty much tired of working with the kit, and I'm running out of time because I need to start the next month's videos. So I will probably do 8 out of these 9 sets of pictures, and I'll just save the 9th set in here. I'll show you that on my wrap-up video, so you can watch my wrap-up video at the end of July, and you'll see, you know, all the layouts and what I'm doing with the leftover pieces and the leftover pictures. Okay, guys, that was a lot of information. I don't think I have anything else. I think I'm gonna fill up my little embellishment tray here while I'm saying goodbye. I just got this tray off of Amazon, and it's a makeup tray, but I love it. Oh, I forgot to show you one more thing. Oh, I'm so glad I remembered. I need to talk about the Hearts and Flowers class still before I let you go. But back to this little tray. I love this little tray. It fits everything so nicely. It fits my 6-inch wide embellishments right there perfectly. And like my stamp sets can slide in here. And all the little bits and pieces. Now it doesn't hold my 12 by 12 it doesn't hold my 12 by 12 sticker sheets, but that's okay. I'm not overly concerned about that. Oh, I'm dropping everything. But it holds all of these little things which can just make a mess if just left on my work surface. So I'm just gonna set them all in here. And as you may know from watching my past videos, I usually go through here and I take my paper, I take my pictures that I pulled, and I kind of make little mini tiny page kits like, oh, I for sure want this paper with these pictures. And I get it all together and I use these little clear envelopes to pull all the little pieces of embellishments that I want for particular pictures. So I will do that this month too. I do that every month, but of course I'm going to do that off camera. But this is all ready for me to start pulling from, and I can just fit different mixed media that I like in there. I can fit a couple ink pads in here, and then this just goes with me at my table, and it makes things very condensed. But the main thing that I wanted to show you that I forgot about is our July Hearts and Flowers class. So our Hearts and Flowers class is going well. If you don't know what that is, it's a virtual class. I have a new one every single month, but you can always go back and purchase old ones from past months. But every month I have a new class, and it's typically using more feminine products than what we have at Not Just for Boys. So we don't sell the products. I pick products that just speak to me, that I want to use, and if you don't have the same products at home but you're taking the class, you can easily pull things out of your stash that kind of coordinate with the products that I picked. So let me show you what I'm using for July, because a lot of people have been asking like what I'm using in the Hearts and Flowers classes before they decide if they want to purchase it or not. Although I feel like you could purchase it even if you didn't have these supplies and just pull similar looking things from your stash. So this month I used paper from the Yankee Doodle Echo Park line that's called Patriotic Plaid. I used a paper from the Photo Play Liberty with Liberty line called Family Picnic. I used this floral paper because again, Hearts and Flowers is more feminine, so I used this floral paper, which is from the Fireworks and Freedom by Fancy Pants, and this paper is called Americana. I just loved the flowers on here. And I used this paper by Bella Boulevard. It's got stars on it because it's 4th of July themed this month. And I use this gingham pastel powder gingham paper. And together these papers might not look like they necessarily mesh together, but I think the layouts turned out really great together. And then I also used a couple packs of embellishments from the Fancy Pants line. I used the Fireworks and Freedom sticker sheet and the Fireworks and Freedom ephemera pack. Okay, so that's what I mainly used to do my Hearts and Flowers class this month. I did use 3 sheets of red cardstock for my stash and a bunch of white cardstock for my stash. So the class comes with a digital download of the cut guides for all these paper, the instructions how to put everything together, a video link that's a private video, so not just anyone can see it. You can only see it if you've purchased the class. So it comes with a video link of me showing how to put that layout together. And then there is a digital download if you have a electronic die cut machine. I made 3 different designs this month. So it's 3 different designs that are a digital download for your die cut machine. And then I think on my final layout, I am going to use these sequins because they match really well. These are in the store. This is the only thing that's in the store. But anyway, that's a little bit about the Hearts and Flowers class. If you've been getting the Hearts and Flowers classes so far, I would love to see what you've made with them. So, like I was saying, you don't have to have these things. You could have 5 of any sheets of patriotic paper and still follow along with the class, especially if you had some like tone-on-tone paper, a couple little star papers, maybe a little floral paper. On the back side of this is stripes, so maybe a striped paper and maybe another blue floral paper. It doesn't have to be these same ones. and 2 different 4th of July sets of embellishments, you could probably make almost exactly what I'm teaching you in the class. So you don't have to have these exact supplies. And my goal sometime coming up soon is to try to make a Hearts and Flowers class for you and then go back with a totally different set of supplies and remake it like I'm watching myself and doing it myself. So I can show you how, you know, you could probably follow along with this class with fall papers or something. It doesn't have to be these same papers, it's just the designs. And I know that can be hard to visualize sometimes. So I wanna try to do that sometime in the next few months, probably after my kids go back to school. And try to just do it with like a whole nother set of supplies just to show you, look, this was the same exact layout, but I made it with a different set of supplies. So I hope you guys try out the Hearts and Flowers. There's a free sample class available on our website if you don't want to pay $10 and just jump in and do one. There's a little free sample. It's about half. I make about 2 layouts instead of 5 or 6. So yeah, but you can see what it's like and it's free. It's on YouTube. So, okay guys, I'm sorry this video got real long. I'm super excited about July. I can't wait to make process videos and have you guys watch them, and I will see you in a few days. Bye.